Max Verstappen's words after the Miami Grand Prix say everything you need to know. From pole position to P4, he found himself overtaken by slower cars, clearly frustrated by a car that wasn't delivering. For a driver who's been nearly unstoppable, this was a serious shift. And now, as Red Bull's dominance starts to slip, Verstappen's patience seems to be running out. His admission, "If I stop enjoying it, I'll stop," suggests that all may not be well behind the scenes. Could Max Verstappen actually be considering leaving Red Bull? With mounting pressure and a car that's not living up to expectations, 2025 is quickly becoming a make-or-break season for both the team and its star driver. Max Verstappen started on pole, and for the first few laps, it looked like a regular Red Bull weekend. But within a few corners, things began to unravel. The car overheated, the balance fell apart, and when the pit stops came, Red Bull had no answer for McLaren's pace. Verstappen got overtaken on merit, by Oscar Piastri, then by Lando Norris. Even George Russell's Mercedes pulled away with ease. Verstappen finished fourth, and he didn't even try to hide his disappointment. He called the car a struggle, said he couldn't push, that the tires overheated constantly, that nothing worked. There was no fight, no fire, just frustration. For a team that used to dominate races by 20 seconds, this was a full-blown disaster. And it wasn't a one-off. Red Bull's lead has been shrinking for weeks. McLaren has caught up, Mercedes is resurging, Ferrari is waiting, and now Max Verstappen finds himself in third place in the championship, behind both McLaren drivers. The question is no longer, can Max win this season? It's, does Max even want to stay? Max Verstappen is under contract with Red Bull until 2028. But in Formula One, contracts mean nothing without performance. And Max's deal reportedly includes a performance clause, one that gives him a way out if Red Bull can't deliver a championship-level car. Well, right now, they're not. Verstappen is watching McLaren take the fight to everyone. Mercedes is preparing for a big leap in 2026. And Red Bull, they're slipping backwards, both on and off the track. Behind the scenes, things are tense. The Christian Horner controversy earlier this year caused a serious rift inside the team. Jos Verstappen, Max's own father, publicly criticized Horner. Helmut Marko nearly walked away, and Verstappen was stuck in the middle of a political storm he never asked for. Then there's the car. The RB20 was meant to be an evolution. Instead, it's a step back, and Max knows it. He's made it clear. If he stops enjoying the sport, he'll walk away. It's not about money, it's about performance. And right now, Red Bull is giving him neither. Mercedes is watching closely. They'll have an open seat in 2026 after Lewis Hamilton moves to Ferrari, and Toto Wolff has already said the door is open. Meanwhile, Honda is gearing up with Aston Martin, and Verstappen still has strong ties to Honda's top brass. There are options, there is time, and for the first time in years, it actually feels possible. Max Verstappen could leave Red Bull. So how did it get this bad? Red Bull's 2022, 2023, and 2024 campaigns were defined by dominance. Their cars were fast, efficient, and untouchable. But in 2025, it's falling apart. The RB20 is a difficult machine. It overheats tires quickly, especially on warm tracks like Miami. Verstappen has to constantly back off just to manage grip, while McLaren and Mercedes push hard lap after lap. Downforce is another problem. In pursuit of more top speed, Red Bull reduced drag, but that's left the car unstable in slow corners and mid-speed transitions. On tracks that demand a strong front end, like Imola or Spain, this could be a nightmare. Even worse, the upgrades aren't coming fast enough. McLaren has already introduced new floors, wings, and diffusers. Red Bull is behind in development, and there are whispers of internal disagreements over the car's direction. Verstappen hinted at it after Miami. He said, "We need to improve fast." But deep down, You could hear it. He's not sure they actually can. Red Bull's legendary simulation tools, the ones that guided Adrian Newey's designs to perfection, are no longer syncing with real-world results. The setups look good on paper, but the car on track is twitchy, fragile, and inconsistent. Then there's the driver lineup. Yuki Tsunoda isn't closing the gap. He's not challenging Verstappen, and he's not helping the team develop. That leaves Max doing all the heavy lifting, and he's starting to feel the weight. With Adrian Newey stepping back, Helmut Marko on thin ice, and Christian Horner fighting to keep control, Red Bull feels like a team losing its identity, and Max Verstappen isn't going to wait around while they figure it out. Let's be blunt. Red Bull is no longer leading either championship. In the drivers' standings, Oscar Piastri leads. Lando Norris is second. Verstappen is third, behind two McLarens. In the constructors, Red Bull isn't even in the top two. McLaren leads. Mercedes is second. Red Bull is stuck in third. For a team that just 12 months ago looked invincible, this is an incredible collapse. And it's happening right as the rest of the grid is gearing up for the massive 2026 regulation changes. If Red Bull can't fix things now, they might get left behind for good. The next few races will decide everything. Imola, Spain, and Canada. 3 completely different tracks. 3 chances to prove that Red Bull can fight back. If the upgrades work and the performance returns, maybe Verstappen stays. Maybe there's still time to fix the relationship, the car, and the season. But if things get worse, if McLaren keeps winning, if Red Bull keeps sliding, and if Verstappen keeps finishing off the podium, then it won't just be about this season, it'll be about the future of Formula One's biggest star, and whether Red Bull still deserves to have him. Because right now, Max Verstappen isn't just racing for points, he's racing for reasons to stay. The real problem, however, is the lack of long-term vision. In trying to push the boundaries, Red Bull sacrificed the car's consistency. Verstappen has always been a driver who thrives on precision, and right now, he has no confidence in the car under braking or during tire management. With the team's failure to adapt, it leaves Max with fewer opportunities to make up ground when things go wrong. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more F1 content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Max Verstappen will stay at Red Bull, or is he ready to move on? You won't want to miss what's coming next, so make sure you're subscribed to stay up to date on all things Formula One.